Good greetings. Welcome to Flight Sim. Yeah, right. I'm hoping this one works, because last time it didn't. Turned out I think the issue was something wrong with the flight plan. I don't know if it was down to a waypoint issue. Is it me, or is that nose jumping up and down? No, it is. Yeah, I think it was down to a waypoint issue or something, but feeding the flight planning manually kind of worked, but it did not want to accept the last flight at all. So somebody mentioned on the last stream, hey, do Glasgow to Exeter. So here we are, we're doing it. It is early evening. It is 1907 p.m. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. in Glasgow here in Scotland, and we'll be flying down to the south west of England, I would say, just on the lower tip there in Exeter. Not been there before. This is the plane. We're going to be flying EasyJet today. Hello Andy, welcome sir. Okay, so it looks a little bit windy then. Let me just see if I want to see where this is coming from. Movement. It is the suspension on the plane. Oh, actually, it's the whole thing. It must be FS Realistic doing it. Okay, no problem. Let's get a better view of this. This is a set of liveries that I got for EasyJet, 8K liveries. Looking really good. All right, excellent. Actually, that's not going to work. There we go. Right, so. Is YouTube lying to me again? Probably not. Anyway, so the Simbury flight plan I'm going to have to edit now because the time has changed. So I still don't know what EOBT is. I'm just going to have a look at that. Oh, estimated off-block time. Right. Let's see if we can update that. 17, so that'll be 1935. Generate the flight. Hopefully the runways are going to be the same. Exeter I don't think is a massive airport, but we do have ILS there. And quite a lot of waypoints as well as we skedaddle through England and Wales. Okay. Well, let's get the thing initially fired, and then we'll see if it'll accept the flight plan. I don't know what's going on. I can't see with the dialogue. Alright, let me just put that dome light on just a little. We want the no smoking signs on auto. Seatbelts are going to be on, because I don't want people smoking no matter what. I could probably get rid of this dialogue for now. I don't need it on this plane. I know where everything is. Oh, and a quick way to get these navigation things aligned rather than having to wait 7 minutes. There is a way to do it on this plane. It's a sneaky way, but you can do it. Oh yeah, you can. Right, we're going to arm the exits. I think that just lights up the exit sign in green on above the doors. Oh, I wonder whether they've got with this pack of liveries, whether we have the cabin as well. No, it looks standard cabin actually. And I'll tell you what, it's a bit shaky out there. What's going on? Yeah, I think that's down to FS Realistic. Just doing the buffeting thing. I want to kind of figure out how to turn that off, but do that later. Okay, so tablet's working this time. We're going to import the flight plan here, and we've got 30 minutes before we have to get going. We might be a bit longer, but hopefully not. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I just burnt myself on my tea. Right. Okay, so this is our, yeah, jog on, chalk on. So it just actually said our plane here, Phoenix. There you go, Phoenix estimated blah blah blah. This is the visual display guidance system, or VSDG or something. Right, okay, that's all the details on the plane. So if you don't want to wait for the IR to align, what you can do, go into the config, go to manual failures, go to navigation, scroll down until you've got the 3 IRs there in orange, and if we click them on, look at that, we have the navs already on, we don't have to wait, and it says IR in alignment. So what we should get now here on the normal page is the navigation upgrade, and we do. Right, awesome. So I'll just get the flight plan in, and then we can start getting people loaded. 115 people today, 1.7 tons of cargo. Yes, look at that, straight in. All right, let's get people loaded, shall we? Because that way we don't have to wait later. So mass in balance, and we can also send this to the MCDU. So let's load the aircraft. GSX.
Refueling truck is on its way.
I shouldn't have to do anything.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
All right, 115 passengers. It did want to put 180 on board, but we were quite heavy, to the point where it even had to cut down the amount of luggage for the takeoff weight. So I've reduced it to 115, and that's what we're getting. Right. So fuel, planned fuel is
are on their way.
6288, so the refueling vehicle, I'm assuming, is going to bring that up to where it needs to be. Oh, that jetway is really quite square, and it certainly hasn't connected up to the plane either. But passengers will not be coming on board until
Fuel truck is in position.
the fuel is done. That's a different truck to normal.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Yeah, you said that. Did say that before. We actually have number plates on these vehicles as well, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that Mitsubishi there actually is a real plate, but doubt it. Right, we'll let them get on with it, and I'll set up the rest of the plane. We got the food coming in, the whole lot. Alright. So, let's go check out all the details. Yeah. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it doesn't do the same as the Boeing, does it? No. Alright. I'm going to pull this off SimBrief then. So the cost index is 50. And we'll only be flying at 25,000 feet today. It's about an hour's flight, 1 hour in the air. And flight number is... Should we go EZY or ESY? I'm going to go 2627. Cool. Let's see, we've got the climbing wind forecasts. We can put those in while we're here. Okay, cool. Get rid of all that junk. Alright, so we will be taking off from runway 05, and and we'll be flying out via the Norb 1J. There she is. And coming into Exeter, arriving on ILS runway 26. There are no stars for this airport. It's kinda just there. That's it. That's going to be interesting to have a look on the flight plan. But we'll get everything else sorted out first. So R will be next, but there's nothing for us to put in here at the moment. So back to the init page, and we want page 2 this time. And yeah, it's put all that in for me, but yeah, okay, I wondered why something was wrong, and it's because the fuel, right, the block fuel isn't right. I'm just going to wait for this to, this isn't gonna, this is the actual fuel on board, and this is the block fuel, which is something different, so we need to put that in. Block fuel then is 6,288 kilos, so I'm going to put 6.3. And the zero fuel weight, I'm guessing that it has it correct because it's put it in from the EFB. And the performance, well, let's calculate this from here. Blogtwad, good evening, sir. The glamour of it, yeah. Yeah. We're going in style this time. No messing about. Alright, so we've got all the figures there. Takeoff runway 05. Runway is dry. Flap config will be 2. Am I forcing toga? No, I'm not. Am I having the packs on? I am anti-ice, no. And yeah, that's it. I'm taking this to be correct.
Passengers boarding starting.
And here's our info. Right, I'm going to try and remember some of this. So it's 132. 32. 34. That's my Obama impression. It's terrible. Transition altitude I don't know yet. So flaps is 2 and it is down, pitch is down 0.1, so DN, point 1. Flex to temp is 55 and engine out is 1530. Transition altitude is 6,000 according to that. I will double check it just to be sure, and I've already forgotten because I've been talking. 55. Oh, and it's put this in for me. Thank you. EFB must have done that. So it says the transition altitude is 6 grand. Not how you would say it. We'll just double check that. It's probably right, 6,000. We tend to get a lot of that in England. So let's go Glasgow. Departure. Actually, yeah, we should be okay here. So we're taking the Norb 1J departure, so it's this one. So we'll be leaving this way. Now then, trans altitude 6,000. I guess you guys can see that, right? 6,000, so that's good. And also on the reference docs, maybe not ground charts. The one I want. In actual Navigraph app, this is easy to just pick the one I want straight away. This one. Maybe if I'd read it correctly. Let's have it this way, that way. So, taking off from 5, which is 049. Again, I've looked at that thinking I'm in a Boeing, and I'm not. So, Airbus doesn't need that. I don't think. Actually, yeah, we can put it in. Put it in up here, but we don't need to. It's all managed. So I'm going to set this to our cruise altitude. Have some constraints on here. Right, let's just run through the flight plan, make sure everything is sitting pretty. See if I can get everything on the board there. Not quite. There we go. Alright, so let's step through this and see how she goes. Right, these waypoints now, I believe, taking us into Wales. Yep, here. And then good, looking good. It's the entry into Exeter that I'm curious about. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, what the hell happened here? This is what happens when you don't have a star. Oh, I already see problems. See, if I knew how to do it, I could build in a waypoint over here manually. What are we looking at? 10, or maybe 15 nautical miles out east, where you can add a waypoint. Because if I connect TIVA to the center fix here, well, we're not going to have enough time. I'm going to have to come down here and then at some point just head not quite east, but maybe, well, whatever this heading is coming in, minus 180. We can go parallel with this and then just turn it round. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, this is messy. Right, 257 is our course coming in. So 257 would be 157. What? That can't be right. Hold on. I'm doing the maths in my head, but the sum doesn't work. So I'm just gonna do it on a calculator just to make sure. Ah, I was adding a little number too many. 77. So we need to do a heading of 77. So I wonder if I can fix a point there. Alright, we need to do a fix. I don't think I've done one of these before. Did we do it here? No. Oh, awesome. Why have you lost my thing? Dude, please, just don't. I'm waiting for TIVA to come up. There it is. Alright. So we need a heading. Is it offset? I need a heading and an outer marker, like a distance. But I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I did subtract 100 and add 20 and my brain still got it wrong. Yeah. How do you do it? I know it's possible in the Boeing. It must be able to be done here where you can add your own waypoint. It's pretty much what you're doing. I don't know where this is putting us. why it's taken us all the way down here again. It's an FDev thing to do. I don't know what, I see that and it looks like X-wing to me. Crossing, increment. So we've got a heading. Yeah, it's basically to add a waypoint at 77 degrees at 15 miles away from Tiba. Oh, wait a minute. Do you do it from here on this key? Right, so this is Tiba. No, this is for adding constraints and speed constraints to that point if you need to. What if we click on Tiba? That's to create a holding pattern. Okay, I'll do it manual. I just can't have a smooth flight, can I? There's always a complication. Alright, we'll just have to make the best of it. Oh, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? It's because it's gonna mess up all my descent. Because I'll be descending down to a specific altitude and then I'll be so low and then I'll be traveling 15 miles out. If I have the thing already programmed onto the plane, then I can calculate the descent smoother rather than coming down to say 2,000 feet and then staying there for freaking ages because we've had to move out. So let me just see. Oh, stupid computer. Honestly. Fenix A320. How to add manual waypoint, I guess. Or custom waypoint would be better. Create special waypoints. Tutorial. Quick look, guys. There's a lot of fluff at the beginning of this explanation. Latitude, longitude. Oh. Oh, hello. Pilot's waypoints. I can't put latitude, longitude in. How the hell am I supposed to work that out? That's not the way we want to do it. We want to work it out. We want to say, look, here's our previous waypoint. We want 15 miles out from that. Oh boy. Oh, the flight has loaded, Lenny. The flight's loaded, mate. It's just that, hey, Razorlight and Mr. Budman. Yeah, no, it's loaded up fine. It's just that for some reason at this airport there is no star. Okay, there's no star. So this is why we just got this appearance of the flight path ending and then suddenly you've got to, it doesn't even say that I have to vector my own way to the, you know, to do it manual. It doesn't even say that. It just says discontinuity at Tiba. And so I want to put a waypoint here, a custom one, right here. I should not have to put in coordinates though, really. At least on the Boeing you don't do that. You just, I've never done it on the Boeing either, that I don't think, unless I did it immediately after I followed a video tutorial. But what I do know is that it's a lot frickin' easier. Oh, the last flight. Yeah, no, that was, I think that was a waypoint bug. I was on the Discord, Flight Sim Discord, discussing it and we think it was a waypoint issue. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've left that flight behind me now. That one's gone. I can't concentrate on that one anymore. That's, in fact, I don't want to even know about it anymore. We've got 9 minutes now, so yeah, I can't clear the discontinuity though. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not able to, but if I do, it's going to create even more problems, because what it's going to do is it's going to link TIVA to the central fix, and that's going to create a point. Well, I don't know. I think it's going to create a point that the plane can't do. I mean, it may create... Well, let me see. Let me see if I can tell you what I'm talking about, because sometimes I've seen flight plans do 2 straight lines instead of a curve. So it's like it expects the plane to turn like immediately. Do you know what I mean? Like as if you were tracing around a triangle. Imagine an equilateral triangle and you're tracing your pencil around it. When you get to one of the points and you make that turn, well, that. And that's what I want to avoid. I don't want to have that on my flight plan. I'd rather have a nice smooth circle, but I don't know if it's going to do that. So we've got TV. I want to go, and I don't want to connect this line to this line. Can we get closer in? No, we can't. I don't want to connect this to this because I don't want this to be a pointy line. And if it makes a tiny circle, well, that's not going to be enough either, because I think I need to go out and then make a nice turn and give myself time to come back in, which is why I want a waypoint over here. Yeah, you're causing me a headache, motherfig, with this one. So what we have to do is, before we get to TIVA, is just manually head to 77, and I'll just fly out until I'm happy, and then I'll switch to the center fix. That's what I'm going to do. Right. End of topic. I'll handle it. I'll handle it. I'll find a way. I'm not going to go through any complications on the MCDU. Nothing. I'm just going to leave it as it is, accept it as it is, and deal with it. Benny, do you know quickly how you see this where it says decreased barometric reference? How do I get rid of those frickin' labels? I mean, I'll be able to find it if I look myself, but I'd rather know exactly specifically where to look, so I can just go straight into that option and turn it off. Otherwise, I'm looking through accessibility options, pilot options, plane options. I don't know. If you don't know it specifically, it doesn't matter. But it's just pissing me off because they're too big. They're not even like semi-transparent, you know, so you can see through. It's just a pain in the arse, man. All right, let's get everything else on, because we're going to be late taking off here, and we're going to have a dark landing, which I'd rather have avoided, but I don't think we're going to be able to avoid that now. Oh, I don't know, Warbuck. Doesn't matter. Let's just leave it. I'll handle it all manually. I'll fly the plane manually when I get there. Well, manually-ish. I will manually control the autopilot when we get there. No sweat. If it is a sweat, well, we just have a bad flight, and then it's just another one to add to the list of all the bad flights I've ever had. So no problem. It won't be. We've had so many shit flights that another one isn't going to really matter too much. But yeah, let's just take it as it happens. I'm certainly not going to dwell on it anymore. It's not worth my time, basically. It's all it is right now is just a massive stress, which I really don't need in my life. Funny, isn't it, how the wind dictates the runway that you go up on, even if the runway you take off on is in the complete opposite direction of the way you need to go. So we need to go nose thingy, north. It doesn't do left and right anymore, idiots. It does. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. But yeah, it's north. I guess they're going to ask me if anything. Right. Let's get this thing cleared. The thing I'm referring to is this. We want to get this thing cleared. Let's do that now. I don't know the name of it. Screen. It's called a screen. Okay. Actually getting a little bit dizzy now. I was a bit dizzy before I started the stream, but now what? Okay, that's got to be the jetway. Oh my God. Okay. Right. I want to just double check my fuel and all that crap. Yeah, 6280. Okay. Alright, I'm ready to start up. Or am I? I don't have any of the landing information in front of me. But I'll have an hour to get that while we're flying, so I hope we can do it while I'm flying. And then I've got nothing else to occupy my mind in flight except getting all the landing information that we don't have right now. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, where's the displays gone for the ILS? Are we got some kind of old configuration going on here? And no, we don't. It's fine. I'm thinking of the Airbus again. Oh my God, like brick. Okay, we better get these engines started. So let's request pushback. Can you do it from here? I'm not sure. Because if you do it from here, it handles the. No, I want to do it via GSX. Because this has got GSX integrated, but I don't know whether that goes with the pushback as well. So we'll do it from here. I feel like I've set this up too quickly and I've missed something. So I'm just going to run over.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
APU bleed would help. That might help start the engines up, eh? You think? I wonder.
departure checks completed. Bypass.
I don't bother with all these checks, by the way. I know to do the APU and engine checks, fire checks, but I don't bother with them. Yeah, how far delayed are we? Oh, it just said it up there that we were delayed. That's our fuel, cargo, and stuff.
Locking gear.
46. Eh? Can't be. Two minutes. We're 2 minutes late. I'm sure we'll be fine. Facing north. Yes.
Release parking brakes, please.
Oh, okay. Give me a sec. Has that done it?
Release parking brakes, please.
Well, I clicked the button to do it. It's temperamental, this one.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
I will. I will start at will. And my co-pilot, called Will, he will make sure that I will start the engines at will, won't you, Will? So I'm hoping he is going to push me that way towards the hills, and in the meantime we're going to make sure that everything is ready to go. Yeah. Crank it. No fuel, no levers or buttons to push the fuel in on this one. Okay. I hear it now. Right, let's get the ATC on. Woke up this morning to get you started.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Well, you'll get it when I'm good and ready. Is that one of the lochs? Is that a loch right there? Yeah, ATC though, traffic control and Phoenixes, they don't gel because we use, they just don't work. We have to wait for beyond ATC. Alright, those engines look like they're firing up nicely. Oh, I was looking at the wrong dial. I was wondering why it wasn't showing the numbers I was looking for here. I was looking down here. Jesus, man. Alright, we can get the APU. Actually, the APU bleed can... No, we'll keep it off. The APU can go off now. You don't hear the switch over either, like you do on the Boeings. Right, well, we better tell the guy that we've got a good engine start, otherwise he won't let us go.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Oh, we've got a bit of wake. Turbulent wake there. Is this new? Because the Phoenix wasn't doing that before. I can see wake and rake. What's wrong with this? It's raking a bit too much. Look at the angle of that plane. It's going to be a nighttime landing.
Unlocking gear.
Thank you. That's weird. Not my fault. Anyway, oh yeah, we need to go back in here now. And we want the taxi lights on. And that one, and that one. Come on.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Sorry to blind you.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh yeah, we need flaps now. flaps going down into the position 2. Just waiting for him to wave me off and we can go. Right, I need space here on my desk. Right, he's giving us the old wave there, so sometimes you can't see the dude, but yeah, he's okay. He's there. Right, let's go. I'm sure that I just don't know what it is, but I just have a feeling I've forgotten something. Right, flap set to 2. Spoilers will be armed when we get there. Checklist here ready to do. What am I missing? There's got to be something. Okay, let's pretend there is nothing. How do I get to the frickin' runway, by the way? I think it's... okay. Do we take that taxiway, though? Yes, we do. So we're going to take a left at the end here, just follow the runway down. See if I can keep this up in this corner. Okay, let's just get on to... Well, this is going to be an interesting flight, specifically... Yeah, I'll do that in a sec, Warbuck. Specifically to specifically about the descent. Descent's going to be wicked. Just before the final approach is going to be interesting, to say the least. It's all that crap on the windscreen as well. Could have had that cleaned. Going to reduce the volume of the radio chatter. You can hear the passengers nattering. Well, actually, while I am there, I can do that now. Thank you, Motherfig. Right, so we have to stop at the holding point here. Just click a couple of buttons. Actually, I might only have to press one button if I remember which one it is on my joystick. Okay, so we want these two switches to go up and this one to also go up. Nice. Got that on my thing. Didn't put the beacon light on. Doesn't matter. Nobody died. Told you there was something I would forget, didn't I? Oh, is there anybody coming in? I mean, I hope not. Yeah, nice 8K textures here on this EasyJet. For free off flightsim.to. Some people have done some amazing liveries on there. Proper big 8K liveries, really nice detail with the cabin as well done. Really, really cool. And on the flightsim.to is a free Exeter airport, which is what we have in here. Mr. Goatman, hey, how you doing? Look, there goes a plane. Oh, Mr. Goatman, just you're one person I can ask. Your green lettering, your membership. Were you gifted one, or did you do it? Because I don't know. I've updated my end credits, but I don't know if I've got them all right. Because YouTube doesn't tell me which ones where people have membered up and which ones that were gifted. So it doesn't really split them up. Well, I don't frickin' know. Anyway, we are ready to go. Auto brakes are on. Blah 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 blah. Everything's good. Yeah. Is there a brake off? Right, holding the brakes. There we go. I was a bit late on that one, but we're okay. Got a little bit of a wind here, guys. Whoa. I feel it's pushing me to the right. Wow, you see that? V1 and rotating. A wee bit windy, not gonna lie. Positive climb and gear is up. Okay, thanks Mr. Goatman, cheers. Oh, look at the lift we're getting. We must have some good wind. Like we're getting lifted really nicely. Just looking at the scenery there, it's lifting up. I don't know, it just looks different. Okay, I still have control here. Let's not tip it over too much. Perfect. Look at that scenery. Alright, let's hand it over to our autopilot. Wow, check that out. That blue misty look. Is that a Scotland thing? And there's the airport. Yep. Looks amazing. Right guys, off to Exeter we go in this beautiful 8K liveried EasyJet Airbus. We have to go all the way back. We're not even facing the right way yet. This down here though. Take in the Scottish scenery while you can. There's that loch, the loch that was on the, there it is. Oh, look at that, isn't that beautiful? And just look at the clouds in the background there on the horizon. This game looks, game. This sim looks damn good at sunset and sunrise. I mean, it just looks stunning. What the hell they're gonna do with hold on, I'll talk in a minute. What the hell they're gonna do with FS 2024, I do not know. Come on, you have to let me pull this knob out. Fine. See, it was having a whinge because if you don't do it in a certain amount of time, it has a whinge, and it just refused. Wouldn't let me reach it. Okay. Oh man, that's beautiful. I've got to take screenshots. It's too nice. I can use this on the thumbnail. Is that Glasgow down there, guys? Oh, it's the River Clyde. Yeah, thanks, Andy. Well, it did look a bit big to be a lock, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think you said that last time, Mr. Goatman. I ain't doing it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Eh? Wowza. Oops. Oh, it's so useless. Are we over? Oh, we must have a restriction here because we're sticking at 6,200. Oh, we're going to be at 6,000 for a while. We have a constraint here as well, which is what is that? 20 miles away. And we can start climbing. So we are altitude restricted, probably until we get over the water, and then we're allowed to climb. Okay, so while we're waiting for the plane to climb up, let's get some information about our landing. So if we go back, we're going to Exeter, and there's just some reference information I need. Not you. Nope. Well, no, I don't need information off here because the Airbus will know it automatically. It's the arrival approach. And we're coming in ILS 26, right? Yep. Yep, this is the one. The thing is, this is information I would write down if I was in a Boeing, but like ILS frequency, the plane knows it. It'll be programmed in automatically. The final approach course, the plane knows it automatically. So all I really need is my decision altitude, which is 302 feet. I don't even need my runway elevation, which again I would need for the Boeing, but the runway and elevation is 200 when below the decision altitude, so it's 102. And it looks like it's 2,200 feet for our set there before we come down on the final descent slope. 2,200. We're going to write this in 109.9 anyway. And do we have the, it's going to, oh it is, it's 3,000. Wow, transition altitude of 3,000. How about that? That's low. Okay. Beautiful scenery. But yeah, we're sticking here at 6,000 feet. It's gone over to 6,200 for some reason. That was probably me being late pulling the standard. I don't know. I'm not going to tell it to go back down to 6,000 though. I don't think we'll get into too much trouble. Hi Elliots. You're lurking while you're working. Yeah, so you can see here we have a 6,000 constraint here. But we'll soon be getting back into the air. can't remember. Was it this plane I had a camera over the nose? Let me have a look. I don't think so. Was it? No. No. I could create one. It looks like camera 7's not doing anything. So we can create an over the nose camera. Just go like there, and I do Control Alt 7, and then if I do Alt 7, there we go. Nice. Oh, there's a ship there on the two ships actually on the River Clyde. There's probably more if I was to look further out. And land on one side and see on the other. Let's take a look, see how many ships. No, is it actually there's 4 possibilities. That one over there, little one. I think we have to fly this low because of noise abatement rules or something, but it won't take long before. Oh, hey! I am honoured, Commander Razorlight.
For your kind £1.99.
And it says on it, let's celebrate their first soup on a live stream. Hey, thanks Mr. Razorlight. Thank you. I am honoured that I am the first one, and we are climbing. Yeah, appreciate it. It's actually got a number 1 next to it, look. Oh, I tell you what, talking to YouTube, I'm so happy YouTube have gone back to their original layout with the smaller thumbnails and putting all the details back under the video. Oh, it was awful before. I hated not seeing the information. But I think they had to, or maybe they got a lot of negative feedback from it. I don't know. I didn't like it. I think it was one of those scenarios where they should have given you an option to use the new layout or stick with the old one. But yeah, nah, not really for me. But they've gone back, so that's cool.
Thank you, Commander Razorlight, for your kind £1.99 super chat. First time I have donated on YouTube but before.
Cool. Right, we can get the landing lights off now. A bit late on that one. Normally around 10,000 feet. Turn off the lights and seat belts and whatnot. Let's have a look outside because this looks really good. It's an hour, so how far down can that sun go in an hour? I wonder. Some beautiful details on this. It's so much better, like the 4K liveries are nice, don't get me wrong. But these 8K ones just give you so much detail, and they're fine for, at least for me, they're fine for my frame rates. Let's see if we can get kind of close in here. Where was that label I was looking at? Oh, here. Actually, on the engine itself. Yeah, see, look. Bit of vibration on the engine, but get the idea. It's really literally read everything. trying to figure out how to move this camera. There we go. So look at that. You know, it's just 8K goodness. Beautiful. Well, hand out the peanuts, Amy. Get me a bacon sandwich. We are flying down to Exeter, Elliot's. It's in the title of the stream there. Glasgow. We're taking off. Well, we took off from Glasgow, and we're going to thing. I'm going to get my tray ready for my sandwich and my coffee. And we'll just have a little drink. Put my laptop on there as well. Spill the coffee on the keyboard as we go through some turbulence. That would be just like me to do that. Okay, so let me just run down this flight plan a second because I want to see altitudes as we come down. Top of descent there. Right, so the center fix is 2,703, but that's not a constraint. Final fix is 22. I'm going to be setting the altitude to that once we get to 2,500,000 million. Once we get to 25,000. Might be also a thing to make it 2,100. The plane won't go there because it's constrained to here, but I don't want to not pick up the glide slope. So if we're at 4,000 at TIVA, what I can do, this is a movable amount. It can move. It's not a constraint. But if we bring the plane down to 4,000 feet, when we get to TIVA and start making our own vectors to a non-visible waypoint on here, so we can turn around, then I can start setting this to 2,200. So I think we'll set the initial descent to 4,000. You see, it's moving. These numbers are not set in stone. It's just these with the constraint. Well, actually, these are not necessarily constraints either. These are just an amount. Like it's saying that it's calculated that it's 2,703 feet by the time you get to here at the correct rate of descent. And the purple star, I believe, is just the plane saying yes, thumbs up. I can make that request. But yeah, we're gonna bring it to. Actually, the decel point is 3.3. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm going to do 4,000. I'm going to trust myself on that. 4,000 feet. So top of descent's not going to be too far away because it's a short flight. Top of climb is there, and then we're going to spend a little time up, going past a lot of waypoints on this flight, and top of descent comes just after Abuiv. And talking of which, I need to get this up. Another one, please. Thank you. I like to see at least 80 nautical miles in front of me while we're flying up here. So you got your 60 radius, or radial, I think it is, radial, 60 radial, 40 radial, 20 radial. Still light up here though. It's lighter up here than it was on the ground. Let's start pulling all the fuses out. There's even, I don't know if these are functional, the ones behind the jump seat. I don't think so. No, these are not. This belongs to our co-pilot, who also moonlights as a snooker referee. True fact. Playing up here. I was playing WRC today, the rally game, because there was a massive update that came in, which brought in a beta of virtual reality VR in WRC. I tried it out. To say that it's buggy would be an understatement. It looks okay. There's man, it worked once. Right, we're sat in the car. The buttons I normally use to adjust my seating position in the car, they didn't work in VR. Adjusting the cameras to inside, outside, that didn't work, but that's fine if they want to do it cockpit only. And I was driving the rally and it felt actually okay. But I've always had this phenomena that I had with my old wheel, and now with the new direct drive one, where if I'm using VR, the force feedback on my wheel is less. It's kind of weaker than if I'm just using a screen. I don't know if anyone else has experienced such a thing, but that's just a weird thing. And I was coming around just to the finish line, and you know they have those gates, kind of the bridges thing at the finish line, and I hit one. I was about to hit one, crash into it, because I took the corner a little bit too quickly, and it didn't just crash the car, it crashed the game to desktop. So I loaded it back up and I thought, let's try different car, different rally. Nope, crashed the desktop before it even loaded. Tried again, crashed the desktop, tried again, crashed the desktop, nothing. Ooh, let's go into the... where's the other guy? This would be nice when the plane levels up. That view looks so good. It would be a bit smoother to come up, but I don't fly very often. Does the plane's wing come up that quick for those people who frequently fly? No, it's on autopilot, Mr. Budman. We're on auto here. Where's the what's it called? An annunciator? Is it an annunciator? I think that, yeah, there's a button. The button that you press and it just lights up everything on the dashboard. I could actually choose to declutter mine and put it on his, so if I ever need to see the terrain I can just check his. I don't know if it has one here. Or there should be one up here as well. Annunciator. Okay. So if we do this, it just lights up everything. That just makes sure that all the bulbs and everything are working, because You don't want to think something's off, and it's not off. It's just that the bulb's gone. But yeah, then you can have it at brightness, and if you're flying at night, you can dim it. You can dim the displays. You can't really see much here because nothing's really lit up. But you can go dim for nighttime flying. I think I need to retune the radios because we're getting out of Glasgow now. So we can tune Blackpool. Yeah, Blackpool Tower. We're all good. We're all good. Right. I'm just waiting for... Right, so this is the E-tops here, which is halfway into the flight. Once you get past that, then it's longer to go back than it is to get to where you're going, basically. And I need to reset this back to where it's supposed to be. Right, let me go through some of this stuff. So we've got the cruise phase here, the descent. Oh, is that to expedite the descent now to... This is the UTC time. I don't know what that means. I know what expedite means, I just don't know what it means in context here. Okay, so we need to start filling this in. So I think we can do it now. I don't see any reason why not. So let's go to... we need the weather at our arrival, and it is 10:09 at 10:007. So I don't need the 9, but 10 at 10:007, and the wind is 150 for 8 knots. Transition altitude is 3000. I got it correct. And we are decision altituding at 302 feet. It's a low airport, and I'm going to do a flaps 3 landing. Oops, I've just changed my mind there. Oh, that's it, yeah. Conf 3, yeah. We're going to do a flaps 3 landing rather than full flaps. I haven't checked the length of the runway, but I think it should be enough, right? If it's a short runway, then perhaps not. Okay. This is the route we're taking. This blue line, does it show us where we are? Yeah, there we are. We're here. I think if we click this to lock on. So we're over the water. Not that we can see very much, but we are. Right, I would like to go to here. I want to see the length of the runway, please. 2 kilometers. 2,000, yeah, fine. I think that's way plenty for this plane, right? I'll get the company message when I'm good and ready. So flaps 3. So on the descent, oops, sorry, wrong button. On the descent, we'll make sure to press the the landing flap 3 config mode. I actually don't know when you're supposed to press that. I don't think it's gonna matter too much, right? But yeah, we've selected configuration 3. So this is our approach details. I don't think the air pressure is going to change much by the time we're ready to come down. So we'll leave that. And then we've got already the ILS information is in. Course is 256, 109.9. Oh, look at this, coming in 3.5. That's half a degree different to usual. But that's fine. Oh, I don't know if I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to know. Yeah, Lenny, I mean, I was watching a video on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, which had the evolution of like sim racing through the years, you know, where things have come. And then today, I was watching another one, which was the evolution of the Nordschleifer track on games from 1998 until 2024, when it was introduced into Assetto Corsa Competizione. For me, Assetto Corsa Competizione was the best one. It's just the most accurate. It's laser scanned. It's not the only laser scanned one though. But the point being that I have seen the Flight Sim one where it starts off on the ZX81, which is ridiculous that they even had a flight simulator on the ZX81, and they had the cassette with this plane and flying at night over this night lit runway. Knowing that the ZX81 has no graphics whatsoever, it was all done in the cockpit with text, and it was just awful and slow and like 1 frame per 5 seconds or something. I don't know what it was. It was ridiculous. Going through time, because I've had Flight Sim on my ZX81, I had Flight Sim on my Spectrum, I had it on my Amiga, and I've had it on the PC. And yeah, I mean, forget comparing the ZX81, that's ridiculous, but go look at it on the Spectrum when we had color and a little bit of sound, and look at this now, full on study level. Look at this, like it's it's ridiculous. I mean, even the last Microsoft Flight Simulator, FSX, like, forget it. There's no comparison between that and this. It's ridiculous. The 3D cockpit and the 2D cockpit this doesn't even have 2D cockpit. It doesn't even exist. It's just full on, you're there. And then you've got virtual reality. Yeah, I can just put my goggles on and be in this plane, and it's like, it's quite a distance to get over to that side of the plane. It's big, and you really feel like you're in a big aircraft. But yeah, I mean, things have moved on just a little. This is ridiculous. I mean, and the detail as well, like these panels, you can see wear and tear. Like, it's just a bit dirty through, you know, the use of time. They're not all clean. It's not really clean panels. They've all got bits of dirt. Like here, look, you can see the ingrained dirt in there that you nip a good scrub, and even around here it's just a little bit dirty all around there. And then you got, like, you see this blue number here, tiny little numbers like that. And then is it this plane that has the serial number written underneath the thing? Let's have a look. It might be the Boeing, actually. It's got a printed serial number underneath here. I think it's the Boeing. Yeah, it is. I think it's the 737. Yeah, it's outrageous. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, this plane is as study level as it freaking gets. And the fact that they were even able to just add even more accuracy in version 2 was just nuts to me. But it's even more accurate accurate. Even there, just it said awaiting system response. They could build it in so it's frickin' instant, but no, you have to wait for the system to respond just like you do in the real plane. I mean, the details on this is just ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. Ah, okay. Yeah, the glass got smears, it's got bits of dirt on it as well, which in certain sunlight, certain lighting, you can see scratches as well on the glass. I'm not sure it is glass, is it? Isn't it some? Is it actual glass? I don't think so, right? Because glass wouldn't have the kind of scratches that this does. But I think even on here, you've got like there's a bit of muck here, and then you've got the other side. You've got here and there, and there tends to be like round scratches, which could probably be from a cloth that's been used to clean the windows, and they just haven't. I don't know if it's a composite material or if it's actual glass, because it has to withstand some hellish differences in air pressure. Hey Von Doodle. Yeah, look, see up here, look, and not only that, but it's taken these smears, it's got gravity taken into account. The fact that it's dropping downwards, so it's obviously had some maybe rain at some point, and it's dribbled downwards. Yeah, it is. It's crazy, crazy detailing. Got stitches on the back of the seats here as well. And Recaro. I had no idea Recaro made plane seats. What the hell? Yeah. Alright, anyway, we're going to come in and we're going to drop this down to 4,000. Before I forget. Expedite. No, don't you dare do it now. Yeah, well, 2024, I mean, everything's supposed to be backwards compatible, right? So all of the content you have for this should go into 2024, including this. But it will be the case, I'm sure, that manufacturers like PMDG and Fenix and that will be updating their planes to take advantage of new features. Atmospheric features maybe, or things that would come off, like the engine wake. Maybe it's got different effects they can apply. There's no wake here in the air, look. Mind you, I know the air is thin up here, but you should get something, right? I don't know. Different sound from the front, from the back, as you would expect. And this is your strobe light, I believe, flashing. Beacon light up here. Yeah, it's amazing that the details are this detailed. I mean, if you watch on YouTube real landings or takeoffs in the Airbus or in the 737 and compare it with this sim, it's the frickin' same. And I was watching one, I think it was the Dutch pilot girl, I don't know what it is, that one. And she was landing in Barcelona, and like the scenery outside is really very similar. The plane systems and what it's doing and what she's pressing is exactly the same as what we do in our sims here. And then she displayed on the screen the charts as well. Now, Navigraph isn't used for real flying, it's used for flight simming. And I paused the video when she put up the Barcelona final approach chart, and I compared it with Navigraph. And for all intents and purposes, they were frickin' identical. Same waypoints, same numbers, same frequencies, same... everything was the same. And it's fascinating to watch a real plane, and you're watching, and they reach over for a button, and you go, oh, I know why they pressed that, I know where they clicked that, I know what that's doing. And everything looks like everything down to silly stuff like the fonts, you know, how the font is, and everything's exactly the same. Blows my mind, really. These clouds look so good. So we can put one of the lines up there now, block the sun out. I don't know, do we have a blind here? No, we don't need the oxygen mask, we're fine. We have side sun blinds on this thing. We've got it on the Boeing. Oh, we've got seat belts. Oxygen masks. Sorry, it's the Seinfeld stand-up where he was talking about planes. Sorry, it's just a bit. Never mind. Yeah, and this is working as well. We've got the nose wheel steering, the pedal disconnect for the steering, because you steer it with these pedals normally, and then you can release it with this. Okay, here is our top of descent, 60 miles out. Let's have a look outside, because this looks really cool. Well, if you want to give it a try, Lenny, you might want to try the 600 because it's the cheapest one. It's the smallest one, to be fair. But I think the one I would fly most is the 800. Maybe the 7, but the 800 is a little bit longer. I quite like that one. But the PMDG is very, very good. I mean, it's study level as well. But it's... yeah, no, it is. It's study level, but Fenix just is a little bit more... yeah. They're both top shelf. But this one is probably the most detailed. The PMDG 737s are good enough to be called study level, let's put it that way. Definitely. Everything functions as it should. But in this, they just go the extra mile. It's like, even when you switch on the plane and the batteries, all the screens do that little flashing white before they turn black again. Like monitors, when you switch them on, you know, the old cathode monitors, when you switch them on, they'd have that white flash and then go black. And it does it on here. And they don't need to add that stuff in, but they do it because it mimics exactly how it is in real life, and all the errors pop up because the system's not initialized yet, and you have to wait for the screens to initialize. Yeah. It is just like reality. Even down to this, you gotta love this, right? It took me a while to get this plane started. I was just looking at the flight plan, and even the EFB hasn't charged back up yet. It's still at 79%, and yet if I pull the cable out, it'll start losing battery. Put the cable back in. I think it goes down here somewhere. Yeah, it's down the side there. So it'll charge up while we're here. It's got the charging thing on there. So good, really so good. So, as far as I know, the air pressure coming in is 1006. I'm just going to make sure that has not yet changed. Yeah, 10. Oh no, it is. It's 7. Sorry, that's right. This has changed, and so has the wind. 130/5 and 9. So 130/5. Temperature is down to 9 degrees now. See, it's getting cooler in Exeter since it was a minute ago. QNH is exactly the same. I don't know how to read the TAF yet. I think that's just, it's kind of similar. Yeah, some of the things are very similar here. But some things, I don't know what it's talking about. And this is our route. These are all the waypoints on our route. It's a chunky one, considering it's such a small distance. But this is how far through we are, and I better keep an eye on this. I'm just going to tighten up the range here. Where is it? Okay, once this drops under 20, I'm going to tighten this down because I'm going to start the plane descending just a little bit before we need to. Give the plane a bit of time to get itself right. And I'll try and get this thing on the ground when this flight plan breaks up later on. Oh god. Should be fun, should be fun. PFD ND transfer. Okay, so if I click this, then these two should swap over, right? Yep. For those who want it, I'm quite happy keeping it as it is, to be fair. Little map light there. Wow, that's some sunlight. I mean, we've got a... Oh, maybe... Does it work here? I know we have a... Where are you? My monitor's so dark. So, is there not a way to swing this out? So it goes over to the side window? It looks like it's hinged that way. You know, like you can with a car sun visor, you can just... You can hinge it round the other way. I don't know. I guess it doesn't work. Man. It is golden out there. Whoa, we got a race on, guys. Look at all those planes. What the hell? That wouldn't be allowed. Let's screenshot that one. Right, I want to be in cockpit now, just to be sure here. So, 5 nautical miles on this radial before top of descent. Currently 7 miles out, as it says here. 6. I think maybe from like 2 or 3 miles I'll just set it coming down. once it gets within these little dots, we'll just have it come down. That'll do for me, I think. Right. Well managed, right? Okay. The descent has begun. And then we're coming up to Tiva, which is where we have to do, I calculated 77 degrees. So we'll have to change the heading to 77 degrees and have the plane do that. Oh joy. Joy, joy of joys. So we're going to be going inside these lovely red clouds. Well, all the lights are on in the towns down below. Where are we exactly? I have the chart. Oh, it's here. So we're currently here, just coming past Wales, southern Wales going back into England, and Exeter is kind of here-ish. So we have to go along here. I mean, I'm exaggerating it. We have to go along here and then back down that way. There's Tiva, and then we lose it here. This is our, I think this is our landing here, but at Tiva we need to go. Oh, there's a point there. Sid, is that Sidho? Wait a minute, can't we just put Sidho in as a waypoint? We could just, hold on, go back. I wouldn't want to go as far as Nexon or Let's See. If we go Tiva to Sidho and then back onto the Centrefix, would that work? I don't know whether to test it out with this discontinuity. Sorry, hold on. Come on. Okay, so we can still add it in, fair enough. Right, what does that look like? Interesting. Ooh, that looks like it's not enough. Actually, the other one, let's see if Let's See works. So if we go to if not, I'll just do it manually. I'm quite happy either way. I don't care. Oh, what am I looking there for? Right, and now we can link Let's See to, yeah. Okay, that works for me. So now we can clear the discontinuity. Quite happy to do that. And well, I'm hoping it'll plot the curve in a little bit better. Is that enough? Yeah, it's 10 nautical miles out. So from Tiva we'll miss that, but look at the curve it has to do. It's going to have to do one here as well. I'd like to put one out here as well. Let's see. I'm going to go for Nexan as well. just because I can. No? I don't think it liked that one. I know it's a... Go back. Is that... It is Nexan, isn't it? Yeah. Why didn't it like that? Maybe we can't put it on diesel. Last minute plans, eh? I might like that. Just adding a few more. Let's clear this. Oh baby. You see the way it's curved it round? It's missing Let's See and Nexan altogether. And then you've got your full diesel point there. That doesn't give me... See, it's straightening up the thing there. It's nice. It's okay. It misses Tiva, misses Let's See, misses... You can't hit Nexan. I don't know why it couldn't just draw a curve around there, but it doesn't do that. But that should give me enough time. Okay. Well, that being the case, what happened to the daytime? We're going to go all the way down now. Alright. We seem to be stuck here at 14. Are we constrained? Oh, okay. We're flying quite low actually. Lower than what we should be. Yeah, you can see we're here. And the flight path is here, so we are a little bit below. There we go, we're back on. Suddenly, that was quick. And we can start descending again. Let me just turn my little torchy thing on. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Too much. Where was that map light? Oh, keep pressing that one. I want to come up here. Belts on, landing lights on. Wrong one, this one. Nice. Okay. like it can still make it. Yeah, so I didn't have to do anything manually. This is the turn that we programmed the plane into now. So the airport is over to our right there. So the only thing left to do is program in the air pressure and getting the flaps down when we want to get the flaps down. Motor brakes are low. I'll set the so distances, where are we? Approaching, let's see. Slowed down now, we're going a bit too fast. So that is 200. Just having a whinge because I've just put the spoilers out too quickly. Okay. Why is ILS flashing in orange? Bad thing? This plane needs to slow the hell up. But I don't know how to add any more drag. I'm going to add the thing anyway and let it whinge. I need to slow this thing down. I don't know why we have the ILS thing. Oh, sugar puffs. This is what happens when you start getting focused on something else. Yeah, you can whinge, it's fine. Need to get some more drag. Right, I want the light on. Spoilers armed. Landing gear down, flaps config 3. have to find out why that is happening. No. I mean, everything looks to be on. Where's my height display on this thing? Not coming on. Bumpy runway or it's FS realistic. That's bumping it.
Can 2233 turn right heading 150, descend to 18,000. Right turn 150, descend to 20,000 American 2233.
What do you mean localizer? Lenny? Yeah, we got it down, but it looks like
2233, descend 14,000, reduce speed 210 knots, and turn left heading 190.
you serious? You want me to go back the other way? Sure. Like the green dots are saying that way, but I'm guaranteeing you that the moment I turn around, it's going to put me back wanting to go this way. But okay.
Can 2233, radar contact, turn right direct Cesta, descend via start to 10,000. Direct Cesta, and say the altitude again. Via start 10,000. Via Cesta 10,000.
Yeah, we were a bit low coming in. We hit 50 feet before the threshold, which wasn't by much, but we did do it. And then the ground seemed to come up quite soon. But that impact you heard of the wheels hitting the ground, I think some of that sound is attributed to FS realistic. No, that needs to be on. That's the one I needed.
112, okay.
I told you, where are you taking me? Does this thing even know where it's taking me? Because I hope so. It's driving me around in circles here. Now we're back on the wrong way again. You put me doing crazy thing. Don't send me right again. Okay. I don't know what to do. It's sending me round in circles.
Alpha Charlie Tower, wind 0 degrees 1, 5 knots, communication 998, report
I'm just going to find my own way there. It might be a bug with the third-party airport. But we'll ignore it.
That's affirmative. Have your insight. Charlie Roger.
Well, that wasn't too bad, like a mid-afternoon takeoff, well, mid-afternoon, late afternoon takeoff. Sunset as we were flying and then landing in the dark. I don't know where to go for the gates, I'm just going to plonk it anywhere. Really not familiar here.
Go ahead, sir.
There's no other planes here, I expect it's not a massive airport. Ah, is that our parking? It looks like. Looks like we got it. What is this, a hangar? Oh, okay, I see now. Well, we don't have a jetway. I think it's putting us into a hangar. This is going to be fun. I haven't come here for maintenance, but... Oh, we're going to be... Yeah, we are. We're going to be just inside. I'm not Royal Mail, by the way, just so you know.
03 arrived.
KLM 757 Heavy to come in, roger. Good afternoon. Continue the ILS approach for runway 03 right. Wind 020 at 10, QNH 1009 to 980 range. Continue.
1009 and continue. KLM 757.
Now, I was so busy with the... trying to work out where to go. I didn't get a chance to power the APU on. But what we can do, instead of waiting for it, come to here, go to ground services, West APU, put the chocks on.
01 heavy roll time 56, you're rolling at the end. Contact ground on Lima, 121 Fanatec.
Ground to 19 on Lima, we're getting it down.
And if we come up here, got ground power available, so we don't need the APU. And now we can turn off the engine. I've got the stairs out, but I don't know whether it'll deboard that way. I mean, I hope so. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Let's see, people get off. Yeah, no, I don't have ATC switched on. There's no point with these planes. And it's crap anyway. It tells you all the wrong stuff. Oh, it doesn't think we've parked. It doesn't think we've parked, so I can't just tell it to deboard. Oh well, no problem. Yeah, there you go. So up here then, take off the runway lights.
November 96, Lima Alpha. Runway 3 left, clear to land, the wind 360.
This is where we ended up, guys, in the hangar. Fair enough.
Clear to land, Falcon 96 Lima.
Let's get the radio off. Alright, there you go. That's the flight. Yeah, Glasgow, Scotland, down to Exeter. Not bad. Oh, another thing. Beacon light. That's the thing that was flashing there. I wanted to get all the D-board done, but it doesn't think we're at a parking. I can warp myself to a parking here with GSX, and then it might do it, but I've already got the things out. So if we just go to, oh, no suitable parking. So we got 7 here, so we can pick. Medium is too small. But if you pick medium in when you're selecting an airport at the world map, then it doesn't seem to mind. Okay, there we are. So now can we deboard? Because there's no jetways at this airport. So now that we're here, do we get the deboard option? Burp.
The boarding requested.
Oh, the stairs have disappeared. Oh, okay, you're bringing your own, of course. I forgot you had your own stairs. Exeter Airport. I think I've got the, yep, already open. Right, peasants, get off my plane. Peasants and minions.
Passengers bus is coming.
Aye, they have to have a bus. Can't expect them to walk all that way. So we have a stop position here for the Boeing, which will be right there. Doesn't actually say Airbus there, does it? Like this is for, what's that, a de Havilland 4? I don't know. Then a Boeing. Airbus is somewhere behind that. And then after that it just says, no, you better stop now, whatever plane you're in. This is the actual stop. I have no idea whether the passengers are going to deboard off the back of the plane as well, but there's the bus. So the bus only takes 90 people, so there's going to be 115 passengers, so therefore 2 buses. Get off my plane now. Are we still powered, by the way? Yeah, we are. Didn't know whether we were still on the ground power or not, but it is plugged in there. Are you not getting off then, people? Here they come. Come on, make it snappier. And they are getting off the back stairs as well. And if we go here, oh, okay, can't do it with the game controller. We work our way in between the seats here. Oops, I was seeing if there was a way to speed that up. Oh. Okay, well there is, but it pushes me back again, so I guess not. Oh, we got the hostess stood there, seeing everybody off. Things are a bit dark though. That might be the first time I've seen the hostess standing there. And I think in the cockpit you can hear her going, "Thank you. Come again." No, she's not talking. Sometimes you get the audio of that. And she just, you know, wishing everybody a fond farewell. Alright, there we have it, guys. Take a screenshot of that. I might use a different thumbnail for this stream. That wasn't too bad. Got the Airbus down nicely. a satisfying flight despite the weird flight plan, and that we had to add 2 of our own waypoints from the Navigraph charts. But it worked. It frickin' worked, and we got in nicely. So there you go. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to relook over these end credits. I have done them, but oh, and there's a typo, so if you're watching, aim to misbehave. I'm sorry, I got a typo. I didn't have time to correct it. I'll do it now. And yeah. Guys, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Until then, have a great one. Thank you for flying with Rusty Rivets Airlines. Bye for now.